Good afternoon. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court civil docket for April 6th, 2022. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Manufo, will you call our next case, please?
On page 5, Judge, is 2022 DCV 0602. Apologize, correction. 2020 DCV 0662, Wilmington Savings Fund Society FSB versus Charles Jones Jr. et al. Announcement of counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Travis Gray, attorney for the plaintiff, Wilmington Savings.
Good afternoon, and we are set for a scheduling status conference. Let me just see, I have some notations here on my docket, motion and order for ad litem and motion and order for citation by publication. So let me just quickly look. My system is very, very slow today. So
no problem. To give you a little bit of
go ahead. Sure.
For a little bit of background, this is a petition to rescind the vendor's lien of a residential mortgage. It's in default. The two borrowers are actually deceased, and there was never a probate administration open for either. We know of one heir, which is the husband of Mrs. Jones deceased, but we're unsure of the.
I'm sorry, sir. It's very hard to hear you. Could you go
back?
Yeah,
the audio keeps kind of fading out, and there's some. We've had a lot of audio issues today. Maybe if you talk a little slower and a little louder, maybe it'll get better.
Okay.
If you'll restart.
I'll restart. It's just a straightforward suit to foreclose against two borrowers that are deceased, and there was never a probate administration opened. So we don't know exactly who the heirs are, which is why we want to appoint an ad litem to determine the heirship and also serve all by publication.
Okay. As soon as I just want to get to a page where I can see all the entries here. Okay. Order appointing. What is this? I think I clicked on the wrong thing and it is scrolling forever. Hold on 1 second. So has there been a motion on the request for an ad litem, or I'm just trying to go through and make sure everything I can see in here in Odyssey.
They were both filed on March the 9th, but there has not been an order granting either one.
I do not, Ms. Rios, can you correct me? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong case. No? Yeah, that's what it is. Hello.
If you'd like, I can send them to you.
Give me a second. I feel so bad. Let's try and click the right thing, and hopefully it won't take forever this time. Okay. There we go. Okay. And there's everything that you said, March 9th. Beautiful. Okay, so that takes care of that. I'll go ahead and take a look at my ad litem list and get you an ad litem, and then motion for citation by publication, filed the same date. Okay. If you have I don't know if there were proposed orders on any of these, but if you have those handy, Mr. Gray, if you would please forward them to my court coordinator, Ms. Hernandez. Myrna, if you'll put your email in the chat, it's my.hernandez, just as her name appears there, at epcounty.com.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and take care of those things. I'm inclined to set us for a status in 60 days unless you have a different idea of a timetable, Mr. Gray.
Now 60 days works perfect.
Okay, so we'll do that. As soon as I get those orders, I will get them processed.
Excellent. I will send them right now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anything
Maybe-
else? No,
No,
you
you're
may. Okay.
Thank you.
All righty. Okay, who's next?
I know Mr. Joe Shelley is here for James Kennedy. I don't know if somebody's here for John Dickey.
Your
Mr.
Honor,
Shelley,
I
ahead.
spoke with Mr. Dickey, and I believe he is in another hearing.
Oh, is this one that we probably were here on not too long ago? Oh, 2 months ago. Still on
Yes,
history.
Your Honor. And we finally got the information we needed from the VA. Now we're waiting on the Attorney General's office because there was a child support lien on this case too.
Oh, Dios mío. Okay. Okay, and Mr. Dickey is out of pocket?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sheesh. I really don't want to go another 2 months, but I bet it's at least 2 months.
I don't know what the Attorney General's office sometimes takes forever on those, so I'm not sure.
We're gonna reset it for 60 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm. All righty. You don't have anything else, Mr. Shelley?
I have one at 2. I'll just wait for, I don't think the other attorneys are here on that one yet.
Okey doke. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. All right. Who's next? I thought I saw Mr. Beltran.
Yes, Judge, top of page 6.
Miss, is it Matar? Who are you? What's the cause number that you're here on?
2021 DCV 2286, 2286. Progressive v. Eric Gonzalez et al.
Got it. Okay, we'll be right with you. All right,
Great,
go
thank
ahead,
you.
Mr. Marufu.
And cause number 2021 DCV 3350 El Paso Area Teachers Federal Credit Union versus Adrian Germán Garcia. Announcement of council, please.
Thank you, Hector A. Beltran, on behalf of the plaintiff.
And is there anyone here on behalf of Adrian Germán Garcia? I don't see any. Oh, yeah, there's a
It's me.
Miguel Garcia.
It's me.
Okay. Is it Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then you received notice of the hearing today. We're scheduled for a default hearing today. Mr. Beltran, had you all been in communication at all? Uh-oh, did we lose Mr. Beltran?
I've been in contact with their offices, and I had some questions, and they went back to teachers, and we're just waiting on the answers for those questions. So
Mr. Garcia, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you can see everybody, but we just, right as you started speaking, we lost Mr. Beltran. He is not on the screen. So I don't know if you scared him away, but if you'll hold on a second.
Yeah, no worries.
We'll see if he comes back on, okay? It's been a funky
Yes,
day
ma'am.
with all kinds of technical glitches. All right, there he is. Looks like he's coming back in, I thought. Mr. Beltran, did Mr. Garcia scare you? Did you run away?
He did not. Judge, Mr. Garcia has, I believe he sent an email over to us a couple of days ago requesting that something be worked out. We haven't worked anything out as of yet, but for the purposes of today's hearing, obviously as a default, he's appeared. And so we cannot take a default at this time. We'd ask probably for a status hearing, I guess, in about 45 to 60 days. And if we're unable to work anything out, we'll file our motion for summary judgment and proceed accordingly.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, I don't know if you were able to hear all of that, but yes, basically with your appearance today, I am going to, instead of proceed today, move this to a status hearing because it seems like you all have just very recently been in communication. I don't know if there's going to be a resolution or not, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that. And so I am going to do the 60-day reset for a status. And then we'll see where we are then. If I hear back from you all before then and there's no need for a hearing, great. If not, Mr. Garcia, I'm going to ask if you will please contact the court. I need you to provide my court coordinator with your email, phone number, so we can send you notice of the next hearing, okay? I can't predict the future, but I gotta think we're still gonna be doing Zoom hearings just like this, okay? But if something changes, of course, we need to be able to contact you. Okay?
Correct. I called this morning and I called again probably at 1 o'clock your time to get the details. So you guys have my phone number and all of it, I guess.
Okay, if you would please just, what I would like is an email, because generally when we send out our notices, we do send them, as long as we're doing remote hearings, we're sending them out via email. So if you have that email address, you can just put it in the chat and we'll go ahead and jot it down if you're able to do that.
Yes, ma'am. I did also that, but I'll email it to you again.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
No problem.
6 days.
Thank you,
Status.
Armin. We be excused.
Absolutely. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Take
Who's
care.
next?
Page 6,
Thank you, ma'am.
the second one,
Thank you.
Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
In cause number 2021 DCV 2286, Progressive County Mutual Insurance Company versus Eric Gonzalez and the conditions et al. Announcement of council, please.
Gigi Matar on behalf of Progressive.
Okay, is there anyone here on behalf of Eric Gonzalez? Okay, no one. We're set for a scheduling status conference, but I am seeing that there was a motion for default filed on the 24th. Ms. Matar, I'm sorry if I'm
Matar, yeah.
What's, give me a little update, please, before we go down this road.
Yeah, so actually I thought we were here for a default hearing.
Oh, there I see it. And okay, yeah, there's a notation underneath under the scheduling conference that says and default judgment. Let me ask you, do you have notice of the hearing sent to Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes, so we certified mailed both defendants with the hearing notice, and I have tracking information that shows it was received by them separately on March 28th and on March 29th in El Paso.
Okay, and that was for, let me double check something. Okay. We set the hearing on, I'm sorry, when did you say they received it? They received the notice of the hearing?
March 28th and 29th, it looks like.
Okay. And that was for a default hearing, right? Not just for the scheduling status conference?
I'll look and see exactly what we sent here. Yes, that and then a copy of the paperwork that we filed as well. A
Okay,
copy
so
of the filings.
The motion for default was attached to that?
Yes,
Okay, all right, then you may proceed.
thank you, Your Honor. The underlying case here is a subrogation matter on behalf of a motor vehicle accident that Progressive paid out on to their insured that was caused by an accident involving Eric Gonzalez, the driver, who was working for the Condition Solutions at the time of the accident. Progressive seeks to recover the funds that were paid to their insured for the damages to the vehicle in the amount of $10,635.46. And so at this time, based on there not being any answers or communication from either party, either defendant, we're asking the court to move for default at this time against both parties in the amount of, I'm sorry, I believe I misquoted the exact amount, $10,885.46. And then we're also asking for interest of 5% on the judgment as well.
Okay, I'm looking at the motion. The motion, it's, Very short. Let me see. Mm, Okay, there are the amounts. That's what I was looking for. 10, 6, 35, 46, total of 10, 8, 85. 40.
Yes, and we have, should have our business record affidavit on file, so I ask that you just take judicial notice of all of the filings.
Okay, and that's what I was looking for. And the court will do that, Miss Atar, if you will send over an order, a default order or judgment. If you will email it to Miss Hernandez for my signature, we'll go ahead and take care of that today. That request is granted.
Okay, Ms. Hernandez, do you show that we've sent it? I have, my filings show it.
I don't know if you did, but the easiest way for me to turn around and sign it is if you just email it.
Perfect, I can definitely do that. Okay, so your email
Okay.
there, I can get you that just in the next few minutes.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's all I have for the court. Thank you.
Take care.
Take
Who's
care.
next?
Bottom of page 6, Judge.
Mhm.
Cause number 2009-2017, Dodeca LLC versus Raimundo Aguilar. Announcement of council, please.
Yes, thank you. Charles Kennan for plaintiff.
Okay, Mr. Kennan, let's see.
Yes, it's like I never left, Your Honor.
That's okay. None of us have. All right, motion hearing. There's your application. Let me
Yes,
go
ma'am.
through because I don't believe I have seen the application. Okay, it was filed back then. All right, Mr. Kennan, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, this debt claim case, it originated as a Chase Bank Visa account, or actually MasterCard, my mistake. They last paid on or about August 14th, 2006. Our complaint was filed on April 30th, 2009. We took a judgment on October 28, 2009 for $12,981.18 with attorney's fees, court costs, and then interest accruing post-judgment at 5% per annum. We filed our motion to revive on September 10, 2021. So we came in about 6 weeks under the wire for the expiration date. We need for a hearing notice or a writ to be issued so that we can notice that to the defendant. I don't see that we've done that.
Okay, sorry, my system has just been really slow today, so it's taking me a second. There it is. Okay. Ms. Rios, will you send me the application? I don't know if you're able to pull out. It's all one document. If you'll just send me the entire document, please.
Will do.
When do you want, how far along do you want that hearing?
I hate to say it, but 60 days, just in case. So the courts alluded to these still COVID-ridden days in which we lived before, and agree when it comes to that, certainly.
Okay, so we'll do it 60 days out, and then I'll go ahead and sign off on this once I get the PDF document.
I appreciate that. Thank you, y'all.
Sure. All righty, anything else?
No, ma'am, that's all I had, if I may be excused.
You may. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Who's next, Mr. Madufo?
Page 7, Judge, second one.
Go ahead.
In cause number 2021 DCV 2365, Farah Olivia Jones versus Jose Renteria Lopez et al. Announcement on council, please.
Joe Shelley on behalf of the plaintiff.
Cliff Jessup here on behalf of Progressive Defendant Judge.
Okay. Are we missing someone else? Mr. Chandler?
I believe so.
You're on, Attorney Matt Moore on behalf of, I'm here for Attorney Greg on behalf.
Wow, that's another audio issue. I cannot, Mr. Moore, I can't hear anything you're saying.
I don't know, I'm not on mute.
No, I know, but I don't know if it's because you were moving around. If you'll kind of stay still when you talk, we're losing your audio. Okay,
Yeah.
Mr. Moore, you're here on behalf of. Mr. Moore?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here on behalf of the defendants that are represented by Greg Chandler. I've worked with Greg Chandler. All this.
All right, we're here for a scheduling status conference. Let me make sure I have the right one. Yes, okay. All right, looks like we have some discovery going on a motion to compel was recently filed on March 7th, but we do not have a trial track on this case. So that's what we're here to do, is set our trial. Have you all discussed anything? How far out? Is a year out workable?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
That'd be fine.
So, all right, cool. We'll do April 7th. Myrna, we need to get them the scheduling order, please. I'm just going to ask, have you all discussed a mediator?
No, Your Honor, we still need depositions in this case.
Okay, well, you all need to agree to a mediator, include that as part of the scheduling order. There will be a mediation deadline. Please return the scheduling order to the court within 2 weeks. That 2-week hearing for entry of that scheduling order will not have to happen if we have the scheduling order back. And so since I see there are a few things already kind of in the queue, anybody who needs a hearing on anything that has been filed, please send your file stamp copy of your pleading for which you were requesting a hearing to Ms. Hernandez and the court, so we can get you scheduled accordingly if it falls outside of the settings that will be on the scheduling order. So we'll have that 2-week entry of the scheduling order hearing. And then from there, use the remaining dates. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care. Who's next?
Bottom of page 7, Judge.
Okay,
Cause number 2021 DCV 3701 TD Bank USA NA versus Michael Lopez.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Benjamin Gutierrez. This was scheduled for 2:15. I don't mind hanging on. I don't know if the court wanted to wait or not. The 2:15.
yeah, I do. It's set for default, so let's hold on a second. Is anybody else ready? Mr. Davis, who are you here on? And you're muted. And Ms. Rivas, I'm sorry, I lost you up there.
Yes, we're both here for 2021 DCV 2333.
Yes, that's what we're here for, Your Honor. It's a
Oh,
status.
okay. Okay, let's go to that one. Yeah. Mr. Marufo, if you'll call that one, please.
Cause number 2021 DCV 2333 Wellington Trust National Association et al. Versus High Desert Investors LP. Announcement of counsel, please.
Shelley Rivas on behalf of the plaintiff.
Harold Davis on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
Okay, and we were set for.
Shelley's ready to go to trial.
All right, well, I got a panel on Friday. Who wants to go? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Ay. That's
So,
okay.
Yeah, Judge, this receivership action is never going to go to trial.
Right.
So
when we last visited with the court, my client was working with a investor to come in and make a deal to pay off Ms. Rivas's client and partner with my client to take over the hotel. That was above my pay grade negotiations, and they made a deal.
Mhm.
The hiccup we got about 2 weeks ago was,
hiccups.
hiccups. All the parties and the investor were all happy, and then Hilton came in and said, we consider that to be a change of ownership, and you've got to sign up for a property improvement plan or whatever it's called, and that's going to cost you about $6 million.
Okay.
Yeah, which is just a little less than half of the purchase price of the hotel. So everybody's back to square one to figure out on our side internally, how do we make a deal with our investor that doesn't trigger the change of ownership under Hilton's rules and that cost.
I understand.
So Ms. Rivas's client has been more patient now than they were earlier, but their patience will wear out. If we can't do something relatively quickly, they'll post for foreclosure and we won't oppose it. So we'll either make that deal and close it or do it the other way.
So when do you want to come back here?
I say 60 days. We'll know.
Okay, today, Ms. Rivas, does that sound good?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll do a 60 days and we're just going to do this as a status conference. All righty. Thank you very much for the update. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Thank you, Judge.
Y'all may be excused. Thanks. All right. Okay, so Ms. Duarte, who are you here for?
I'm here for 2021 DCV 2356.
Okay. Yes. And ma'am, who do you represent?
The plaintiff in this case.
Okay. Do we know? Oh my gosh. This one has been outstanding for a little while. This was filed back in July.
Yes, so Judge, we have been unable to serve the defendant. She's in the military, and so she's been moving around and dodging service. So we wanted to reset the case for 60 days out and try again to serve the defendant.
I'll give you 30 days. How about that, Ms. Duarte? I'm gonna bring you back in a month, okay?
Okay, that
We'll
works.
come back on May 11th.
Okay.
Alrighty, we'll see you then.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay.